Hello, welcome to today's audio log. The time is 5:39 p.m. on the 23rd of April 2024. Very shortly I will be starting the D&D session, so I'm going to try to make this fairly quick. I just wanted to make sure I got this in before, all the chaos ensues later on. But yeah, today is Tuesday, and for me it's been a pretty good day. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I was aware of this. It's a program called the Early Start Program. It's run by my university, and it basically allows people to move in to their accommodation a week earlier. And I received a response from them this morning saying that they have accepted me onto this program and I can move in into my accommodation a week before everyone else, which is nice. I think that's going to give me time to settle in, kind of get a feel for the place. It's going to feel weird if I'm the only person on this program who's also in my in the same building as me. Yeah, it's gonna be like I'm living in a house designed for 4 people, but only I'm living there. So I'm kind of hoping there's at least one other person on this program who's also in my building. But yeah, so looking forward to that. And that's one less thing to worry about. They have given me a date. They've given me the exact date that I can move in on. They've also given me a time frame for when I can get in there, I guess. So yeah, it's exciting. It's nerve-wracking, but it's exciting. So yeah, that's that. As for the rest of my day, well, it's been pretty good. Nothing, crazy to talk about. I've got D&D in about 15 or so minutes, so I'm going to try to hurry up a little bit. I did want to talk about a very strange and also a little bit scary thing that happened to me last night. So I was having a dream. And I don't remember all of it. I mean, people rarely do. But I was towards the end of this dream, before the scary thing happened, I was lying in my bed, and I was sharing a room with my sister. She was in her own separate bed. We were in a twin room together. Something that we've done before in the past, when we've gone on holiday and things like that. And when we were younger, we shared a room as well. So yeah, we were both lying in our respective beds, and my sister pointed out to me that my pillow had fallen onto the floor and that it was vibrating violently on the ground. And as soon as I as soon as I understood what she said, and in the dream I realized what was happening, that's when things started getting a bit spooky. I noticed the vibrating pillow on the floor, and in that instant I tried to scream out no, and all I could get out was this. It was like a prolonged gasp of air with a very subtle hint of a no beneath it. I was trying to scream out no, and I just couldn't get it out, and it was terrifying. And in fact, I found myself. I I held this, like, I was in this state for like a few seconds until I then woke up. But when I woke up, I was still in that state, and I was still trying to scream out no. And I was in my room, and I was in my bed, and I was aware of my surroundings, and I was still trying to scream out no at this, whatever it was. And I just could not get it out. And I was like that. I was like kind of like paralyzed for like a few seconds until it wore off. And then I was back. And I was no longer trying to scream. And I was, back in reality, I guess. But that was scary. I don't know, I could be wrong, but I think what I've just described is something called sleep paralysis. I don't know the details, to be honest with you, but that's the first time something like that has happened to me, and it's kind of spooky. It woke me up at like 4 a.m. this morning, and I ended up staying awake for the next hour just on my phone, just trying to distract myself of what just happened, because after I woke up from that, I was a bit on edge. I was looking around my room. I was like, I think my brain was trying to play tricks on me and like trying to freak me out even more for some reason. It was weird, and I didn't like it, but that's what happened. So yeah, that was my night. Very weird, but hopefully it doesn't happen again. So yeah. Aside from that, my day has been great, and I think I'm probably going to call it here because I've got things to do. But today's D&D session should be exciting because we're leveling up to level 4. It's a pretty big one. So yeah, I'm gonna call it here. I will be back tomorrow for the next one, most likely. Thanks for listening. And until next time, good night.